competition. You know what I'm saying? But definitely stay around people that fear Allah, man. Because like I said yesterday, and all y'all that heard me, I'm going to repeat it. Y'all know when it's time to pass your grades on them tests, you want to start clinging on smart kids. And not saying that none of y'all ain't smart, but you know what I mean. I'm talking about the kid that looks smart on purpose. You know, he looks smart on purpose. He ain't even Muslim, and his pants is over his ankles. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that dude right there. Everybody his man. Some of y'all buying his notes right now. Y'all telling him to make copies of his notes so y'all could cheat. SubhanAllah. But this is what you do to make the grade. So this is the same thing you do to get your iman back in the same place. You start hanging with people that fear Allah, man. Hang with the brothers like the brother Muhammad here. Since I've been here, the brother been wearing this imama. You know what I'm saying? Been raining. He have slippers on, man. He really on the hot, you know. Alhamdulillah, you know. The brother, you know, sometimes I go in the store, come back just for like 10 minutes. He reading the Quran, you know, in between time, stuff like that. Like, you know, this is type of stuff that makes you feel appreciative of the company you keep. You appreciate your company. You're not going to say certain things around people that fear Allah. It even acts as a means of curbing your mouth. You don't say stupid stuff around people that fear Allah, because you know He's going to look at you like, oh, to be lie. And you can be like, oh, no, my bad. I ain't mean to say stuff. Oh, you right. You know, you clean up your act when you're around people that fear Allah. When you're around the fake cool dudes, you know what I'm saying, y'all just be cussing up a storm and the angel be sitting there like this. Mother who? Oh. B.I. what? Just jotting it down. And y'all having a field day. Then it's his turn. He started. Okay. You know? But when you're around the people that fear Allah, the angels is writing down good deeds. They're writing down things you're saying. Things that's going to be beneficial to you when you have to stand before your Lord. And this is what you always got to be mindful of. Be mindful of. You understand? That you are being watched. You being heard. When y'all start thinking that you doing something in secret, this is where you start falling into sin. This is where you really start falling into sin. You could fool your mother. You could fool your father. You could slip your iPod and all this crazy stuff. I hope ain't no sisters going to school taking their hijabs on and put it back on when they way home. I hope that ain't happening. But you know what I'm saying? I've seen cases where this takes place. And you ain't fooling nobody but yourself. You're being seen. You're being heard 24 hours a day. And it's a mercy from Allah that when you go to sleep that pen get lifted. That's a mercy. Because some of us might say stupid stuff in our sleep. You understand? That's why it's good that, you know, a divorce is not, you know, legible when you sleep. Because somebody might be asleep and say, man, I hate her, man. Divorce her, man. It's just like, wife, you wake up, you sit up, she looking at you like, you know you was talking in your sleep. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we receive so many mercies from Allah, man. We have to be mindful of these things. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, man. Hang with people that fear Allah. Don't be afraid to be around a brother that ain't afraid to be a Muslim. Don't be afraid to be around a brother that ain't afraid to be a Muslim. If you're afraid to be a Muslim, be around a brother that ain't afraid to be a Muslim. It'll rub off on you. After a while, you'll see he's really cool. He's firm upon what he's upon. He don't feel the urge to compromise himself or change his stride. He's a Muslim and he's proud. Alhamdulillah.
Jazakallah khairan. Third question. Did P. Diddy ever ask you about Islam?
Yes, he did. I don't know if y'all heard the story yesterday. We did have a talk. Alhamdulillah. You know, like I said, the brother asked me some very, very interesting questions. And for the first time, you know, I think my Islam was tested. Because I said, man, I'm afraid that he's going to ask me some stupid stuff or, you know, probably make fun of my beard. Because I put extra olive oil in it. And I had my crispy white thobe. I might have pressed it twice. Cause I said, I'm gonna make sure he know, man, I'm a Muslim, man. You know, cool. He gonna know I'm a Muslim. I ain't coming there to try to look like Puff. I ain't go there with a Sean John outfit on and brush my beard and my neck or something. Like, I ain't do nothing crazy like that. And it worked. You know, stand firm upon what I was upon, and he acknowledged it. He said, yo, you really look like you at peace. And I said, alhamdulillah, I am. You know, you got over 200 million Somalians waiting for you to accept Islam too. He's like, what you mean? I said, yeah, they think you Somalian, huh? You gonna have more brothers and sisters than me. Soon as you take your shahada, yeah. So, we had a good conversation. That's my brother from Adam. He's not my brother in Islam yet, inshallah, but he's my brother from Adam, man. I love and respect him because he's contributed to what Allah decreed for me to find Islam. He contributed to it. Allah used him. Allah used him. So, all we have to do is make dua and pray that Allah guides him now. Ameen.
Jazakallah khairan. Next question.
But he's not Somalian.
What made you follow the path of Islam instead of being more in depth with your Christianity?
Well, when I grew up, I had certain questions that never seemed to get answered when I grew up as a Christian. And I really wanted answers, I just really wanted answers. I just felt like I was being deprived of the answers, especially after all my contributions to the church when I was young, man. I used to spend 6 days a week in it. My grandmother was in the choir, I was in the Cub Scouts, I was an usher, I did everything, man. Put my little couple dollars in the pot when he used to come around. I never used to get answers, man. You ask the pastor questions, and he always tell you, son, you believe in Jesus, right? Well, that's all you need to do. You just don't go. Like, come on, man. I need some answers, man. That ain't good enough. We just built a whole new bathroom and stuff in this church. We got a new cross and everything, man. What you mean? I can't get no answer. Well, son, you believe in Jesus? Yeah, I believe in Jesus. I'm just trying to say, but that's all you need to do. It's like, wow, that's crazy. So, when you have proof to support why you believe, and I mean that for every Muslim in here, you have a proof to support why you believe in God. Proof. So you're not like this crazy fan that's rooting for a team that never win. You understand? You know that guy, right? He paint half his face, yellow, the other half blue. He just be screaming and hollering. He got his beer hat, he pulling and drink at the same time, and the team never win. He just a diehard fan, But if I take a brother to the Staples Center or something, I say, look, you see that right there? That says champions. 19-something-something. See that? Champion. 19-something-something. Champion. I got proof that my team is winners. You understand? So even if we lose the night, I still got proof. Look at the pennants, man. Matter of fact, look on this side. What this say? Champion. 2004. 2000. You know what I'm saying? This is proof to support why I root for this team. Not the guy that's just sitting in the bleachers screaming and, getting red in the face. He go home, he has no voice and no victory. No voice and no victory. He's just a diehard fan. And that's what happens when you have a strong belief with no truth or proof to support why you believe so much. And that's why I always look at the Christians like they'd be better Muslims than some of us. Because their faith is very strong. They just need to be turned to the right just a little bit. How like it's a loaded gun or something. You just turn it a little bit this way. Now I have a purpose to have faith, But yeah, that was just really the turning point for me. I just really needed answers, and I wasn't getting answers. So Islam answered every question that I ever asked from a child to now. It's not a stone left unturned in the Quran. So when people start outsourcing and looking for answers to your problems, man, go back to the Kitab. There's a story in there. Go back to the Hadith of the Prophet ﷺ and his companions. They came from Jahiliyyah. So they understand. I'm going to tell you one of the greatest reminders for me is Musab ibn Umayyah. He used to be the pride of Mecca. Anybody know the Sahaba? Put your hands in the air if you know about Musab ibn Umayyah. See, that's sad right there, because if I was to ask you right now, put on paper how many Sahabas you know, who can name 10 Sahabas? Be honest, put your hands in the air. Can you name 10 Sahabas? SubhanAllah. That's like, see, this is the type of stuff I'm talking about. I know we all strive to follow the example of the Prophet ﷺ, but we also instructed to follow the sunnah of his companions and follow the sunnah of his companions' companions, the tabi'een. You understand? This is what we upon. This is the haq. To follow the Salaf. So if you don't know 10 Sahaba, you know, you're missing out on so many different examples. Sisters, how many of y'all know how many recorded hadith that Aisha radiallahu anha had? Can anybody raise their hand? You don't have to say if be honest. Do you know? Everybody know about the hadiths about her jealousy though, right? Everybody know that. Aisha was jealous. I could be jealous if she was jealous. You know, subhanAllah. She had 2,210 recorded hadith. She was the most wisest out of all the Sahaba. It wasn't a man, it was a woman. And when y'all talk about her jealousy, you got to understand, she had more relationships with the Prophet ﷺ than just one. Y'all look at it from an intimate standpoint. No, you got to look at it like he was her prophet, he was a father figure, he was a husband, and he was a friend. That's a load right there. You know, for y'all to be like, oh, Aisha was jealous. Aisha don't burn people's clothes and crash people's cars and all that. She ain't do all that. She ain't burn the Prophet ﷺ camel. You know what I'm saying? She ain't do all these things. You know. She just had pet names, you know. Muhammad ibn Ibrahim. When she was mad at him, she'd call him the son of Abraham. You know, then when it was cool, it was, okay, Muhammad ibn Abdullah. That's not bad. And smacking a little plate of food, like, I mean, come on. You know, y'all know, some of y'all got more food to go around. Come on, you think about no little plate. Had the brothers and stuck a whole goat in my mouth. You know? And y'all brothers, y'all got to know about these Sahabas, man. Some of the Sahabas, man, was 13 years old giving khutbahs. On the battlefield, standing across the battlefield, looking at their parents. The parents was the enemy. We don't even have the heart for some of the things that the Sahaba did. We have so many examples, and it's like, man, y'all get discouraged because the Prophet ﷺ was just so perfect, and I'm never going to be perfect, so it's like, man, I just give up. But his companions, they came from where some of us came from. They came from Jahiliyyah. So we all follow in accordance to the Prophet ﷺ, but at the same time, you have to look at the other examples that he also commanded us to follow. You know? Man, that hurts, man. Y'all don't know 10 Sahaba? I only been a Muslim 14 months, man. I thirst for this knowledge. Come on, man. This is your deen. Just because you're born a Muslim don't mean you have rights to Islam. That's arrogant in yourself to think just because you was born in a Muslim household, I got rights to Islam. Because I had people do that to me a lot. Well, Aki, I was born a Muslim. That don't mean nothing. It was the same thing at Jahiliyyah. You know, Aki, I did 15 years. Well, though, I was partying now. I was having a good time while you was in jail 15 years. Well, what make 15 years in jail make you some type of, you know, something I should be bowing down to? You thought I did 10 hard. 10 hard? Aki, I was balling. Care about you doing no 10 hard? I was born Muslim. You don't have rights to Islam. You can lose this deen. Allah can replace you.
Next question.